Hi, I'm Doug Box, and we're here in the World Photographic Recording Studios. And today we're going to talk about how to assemble the Doug Box location lighting system. This is the most versatile lighting system in the world. Alright, inside the bag, several things, and you need to be aware of this. First is a soft box. This bag with all the parts. And don't forget, go all the way down and get out this. This is the front part of the softbox. Make sure you get that. It's black, it's hard to see in there. Let's go through the parts. This is the swivel bracket. This attaches the softbox, which goes in here, to the light stand, which goes in there. This is the main mounting bracket. It's used to mount the box to the swivel bracket. This down tube supports the flash mounting bracket. You'll notice there are two holes here, here, and here. This is where we mount the box to the main mounting bracket. There are also two holes here, which we'll show you later, and a hole in the bottom and two flat spots. This is the flash mounting brackets. Very adjustable. You'll notice two large holes here. You'll notice a cold shoe that's already on there, and this slides in and out. This is a secondary cold shoe with the mounting screw. You'll notice a bolt and a nut. Here's the mounting hardware, two bolts, two split washers or lock washers, and a tool that you'll need to tighten it. This is the back of the softbox. You'll notice there are several holes in here. You've got these recessed holes, which we'll talk about later, but the ones I want you to look at are these two extra holes right there. You see them? These are mounted, these are drilled through the thinnest part of the box. This is drilled through the thickest part of the ring. Step one is to put the bolt through the lock washer. Then we're going to place the bolt with the lock washer on it in the main mounting bracket. We're going to look for the two extra holes. And I'm going to use the one on the right because I want the T to go out the bottom, and simply screw it in with my hand. Then we take the second bolt and the second lock washer, slip it over, and it goes through the hole, lines up with the small hole, the extra hole in the bottom of the softbox. Just tighten them by hand till they get close to the bottom. Then use the long end of the wrench, tighten them all the way down. Still not snug, just all the way down till they touch. Then turn the wrench over and really snug it down, because you're never going to take this off. Turn it all the way around. Make sure they're both tight. Now we're going to put on the flash mounting bracket. Remember, there are two holes. I'm going to start with the outside hole. Slide that over and simply tighten that there. The next thing we're going to do is put on the mounting bracket. Now this can be used for several things in your studio. If you have an umbrella, you can put the umbrella through there. I'm going to simply loosen this. See how it's hitting that? So I go up this way a little bit and just loosen that till that's out of the way, and turn that loose handle, slide that on there. Remember the two flat spots, okay? These go here to hold this from spinning on you, which is what you want it to have happen. Just spin that around till that tightens up. Place the screw through this hole and simply tighten it with your finger onto the second cold shoe. And then I'm going to turn this around and tighten that. You can tighten it by finger, or you can put this on a wrench and tighten it like that. Okay, so now this is how the back should look. Now let's slip this bracket onto the light stand. Again, you may have to loosen this, at least the first time you use it. Make sure it goes all the way down. There we go, good and solid. And tighten that up. A couple of adjustments that are on here. This loosens, and if you'll notice, this has teeth in there, so that keeps it good in the position that you want, good and tight. So if you want it like in that position, tighten that like that, and it's not going anywhere. I typically keep mine straight up and down. You'll see in the video on how to use a softbox. But let's say that this gets in the way somehow. If you open the box up, this could get in the way. You can always pull this out and then move it back and then tighten it this way. So you can kind of like a ratchet wrench. To set up the softbox, all we need to do is reach through one of these holes, grab a hold of this with one hand, and squeeze it together like that. Make sure it's all the way seated up against there. Hold this with your left hand, tighten with your right, or vice versa if you're right-handed. Now, if you'll notice, there are two holes here. If you're left-handed and you don't like tightening with your right hand, what you can do is take this screw out and slide it in this side so it works with either hand. To tear it down, you do the same thing. Just the opposite. Grab here, loosen this, and then just holding both of them, slowly let it come out. Slide in, hold, and turn. It's got a little tension on it, which is good. One of the great things about this box is these rods are solid steel. So if it gets bent, all you have to do is bend it back straight. A lot of boxes are made with tubing, and they certainly won't work like that. Now let's spin around to the back and see how to mount the flash. Mounting the flash is the easy part. I'm going to loosen the screw on the coal shoe. Simply slide this on and tighten that screw down. Go ahead and get it good and snug. Tighten this in. And then I'm going to go ahead and set this also. That's going to give me one more little security. Now you'll notice that I can bring this in or out depending on what I needed to do. So I'm just going to slide it right there. I want to leave a little space right here so that if this happens to fall over and it hits the ground, it won't break my flash. To mount the Pocket Wizard, simply turn this way. I slide it on right here, tighten this, and tighten that screw, and now my Pocket Wizard is snug. Now I plug the cord into the Pocket Wizard, and then the other side into the PC connector on my flash. I'm ready to go. Now let's put the front cover on. You want this to be in this position. So you've got a little lip here. Go right out to the edge, line that up, and then just go all the way around, simply putting on the front cover. Now this is a special cover. This is called quarter stop. It allows as much light as possible to come through. You don't want to waste any flash. You're using a shoe mount flash for the most part, and you don't have a lot of extra flash that you can just play with. So this allows as much light as possible to come through your softbox. There we are, set up and ready to go.